What's up guys, my name's Soapsy and welcome back to another FIFA 21 video. Today we're going to be talking about this Ligue 1 League Player 2, which is Benedetto. I think it's a very good card. I do think it's worth grinding for. 15 games I think is a bit steep, but let's jump straight into the objectives. So you are going to need 15 wins in the Managerial Masterpiece mode. Obviously sometimes people quit, so that might be able to be made a little bit easier for you. You are going to need to score 30 goals, however, 20 assists. You'll also need to score from outside of the box in 4 separate matches, which isn't great. That's a really rough one I think that they've given, but obviously finesse shots from the top of the box will help. And then also you're going to need to score a finesse in 6 separate games as well. So it might be a case of as you come towards the end of the games, even if you've got the wins, you may need to message people and try and get the outside of the box goals. That might be something you have to do, but overall the objectives aren't too steep. It's a bit of a grind at 15 wins, but let's jump into the team that will hopefully make that a lot easier for you. So as you can see on the screen guys, the team is 77 rated, 100 chemistry. This is a very sweaty setup for Ligue 1 and I think it will help you a lot. Obviously the first thing you'll notice is that we've got lone Mbappe up top. I'm not lucky enough to have Mbappe in my club currently, but obviously if you just have regular Mbappe, if you've got lone Mbappe, I suggest using him. The main things with this squad is if there is players that you need that obviously you can't get hold of, like Zambia, I have provided alternatives. So we've gone for Rico in goal, mainly because he is 6'5", gets the job done. He's a cheap, very low rated keeper. He's going to do a job for you there. Zambia is fantastic, and straight away I will show you the alternative. You can get yourself Klaus, who obviously is available right now via objectives, and I think that's definitely worth doing. He is effectively the exact same build as Zambia, just a little bit worse. So you can always go and get him. And if not, Atal is a perfectly good option at right back as well instead. And there's also Dagba, who I've got on the bench as well. He's also works as an option for right back for this. Centre back, we've gone for the PSG pairing of Diallo and Carrere. Both are fast, reasonably good defending, reasonably good physical. That's basically the main reason they're there, just very meta. Left back Kamara, 88 pace. That's basically the reason for having him there. Left mid, you've got a few options. You've got Onyekuru, and you've got who I've got in there, which is Moses Simon. There is also Kalu as well, which is a good option. In the midfield, Renato Sanchez I would say is a must. For Managerial Masterpiece mode, he is a phenomenal overpowered player at 78 rated. He is a must. You could pair him with whoever else. I have personally gone for Paredes, but that's just because I had Paredes in my club. You could use anyone else there, Bruno Guimaraes, you know. I've just basically gone for a sort of a well-rounded defensive setup, but that's not to say Paredes is bad. He's got very well-rounded stats. He's just a little bit slow. Right mid, Gelson Martins is the one. I genuinely think he's just the one you should go for at right mid. He's fantastic. And then up top, Delors is a brilliant player. The other option that you have got in midfield that you could wrangle in there ratings-wise, if you bring down the ratings in certain other positions, say if you go for Cornet at right mid instead of Gelson Martins, that Player of the Month Boulaya card is out there, and I did think that that was something to do with this. Obviously, at 82 rated, he's a very, very good card for 82, so you could put that Boulaya card in midfield as your cam, as your attacking central midfielder, and that would really help as well. The reason I've got Mbappe in there is because a lot of people did this earlier with the first league objective, and Mbappe against some of the lower rated players is such an just overpowered situation, so I think having him in there is a great, great shout, and obviously the players around him are low enough to bring him into that squad. Moving on to the bench, generally the idea here is if you don't play Zambia at right back, you can have 3 silvers on the bench with 65 rating, and then you want to stack it with 75 as well to keep that rating as low as possible. I've just gone for Ligue 1 players that I had, and Guet actually seems like a good option with 85 pace on the left hand side if you need to lower rating. Claude Maurice again, similar. Cornet is a great option to bring off the bench or also to have in your team to lower the rating, mainly because he is 4-star weak foot. And just a very sweaty, overpowered player. Gedson Fernandez obviously is a Prem player, but if you need to bring him off the bench, he's a very, very good option to play CDM. Very similar to Renato Sanchez. A couple of options I've got in the reserves here for you as well. Moise Kean is an option to go up front for you. He is very, very good if you've got him. That's something you can also use to lower the rating. Obviously, you might have to take a silver out here or there to play with the max silver 3. But Moise Kean is a great option. Klaus, obviously, we talked about you can get still right now. Jonathan David is a great striker option instead of Delors, or even if you don't have Mbappe or access to a lone Mbappe, you know, you can go with David and Delors up top, and they will both be perfectly good. Fofana is another very well-rounded central midfielder that you can stick in there as an option. He also, if you can't get hold of Renato Sanchez, or if some of these players are price locked, he's another alternative. And as for centre-backs, there's also Denier, who again fits that meta of high pace, good defending, good physical. So hopefully this team will help you guys complete this objective a little bit quicker. I hope the video is very helpful in that sense and some of the alternatives, so that you can, if you don't have all of these players in your club, you can at least get some of them or use some of the alternatives that I've suggested. If you like the video guys, please leave a like. If you want to subscribe to me, you can. My name's Soapsy, and I'll see you guys later.